It took a now 16-year-old little Swedish girl, Greta Thunberg, to make the world wake up to the crisis that our environment is in. She embarked on a school strike for the climate, and last week inspired over 4 million people to strike for climate change worldwide. Woke Namibians joined the protest. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, if climate change would be a virus outbreak, a terrorist attack, or a war between countries, we would have acted long ago. But because this is a slow and almost unnoticed process, we pretend as if nothing has happened. How wrong can we be? We have left nothing less than 244,000 metric tons of plastic bags at the bottom of the oceans, immediately threatening the lives of more than 700 species. Plastic has been found in animals ranging from whales, fish, sea turtles, birds, and even shellfish. And those of us who grew up in Namibian rural areas, we know how furious the shepherd can be when he sees the cow, goat, or sheep eating yet another plastic bag.
So the climate strike is happening globally. It's happening in many countries. And today we stand behind the call of Greta Thunberg's call for action, climate change, because all over the world, and we have the science is there. We can feel, hear, and see the science. And climate change is no longer debatable. And the reason really behind the climate strike today is to call out our leaders to really rethink development, to revive their business as usual models, because climate change is happening and it is really systematically connected to a lot of issues that are happening around the world, whether we speak about water scarcity that has hit Windhoek for many years, or the current drought that is happening in Namibia, as well as the inequality that is happening around the world and is currently breeding a lot of tensions, So today we call out our leaders, we call out we went to Ministry of Environment and Tourism, we came to Parliament, and we are going to City of Windhoek to really call them out. And as we hand in a petition that really calls for new change, and change that should begin with the reviving, rethinking development. We need a new common narrative on what progress would mean, because ultimately we cannot build economies with a bankrupt environment. And at the epicenter of every development there needs to be people, and we need to be contingent of these things. That's why we are calling, for instance, a shift to renewable energies in Namibia, and not just renewable energies, but also making sure it's decentralized to the bottom majority, because currently when we look at our policies, that we have a really good policies, but they are not implemented. We also looking at infrastructure, and currently questions like whom does the infrastructure serve when still a lot of our majority of people are living in informal settlements without access to water. And we're seeing the linkages between water scarcity and disease pandemics like hepatitis E, for instance. So this is a kind of thinking that our politicians need to really take into consideration, because we cannot have a prosperous Namibia with a bankrupt environment. We need to take cognizance that people are inherently part of the environment. The environment continues to provide a lot of services for people, and unless we really implement our current national policy on climate change, then really it's as if government is not doing anything.